get started. Quick recap, last session you guys met our chorus up in the Yawning Portal Tavern, and he joined you as you headed down into the first level of Undermountain. You know that this level is pretty largely explored, having had dozens of adventurers come into the Yawning Portal and down into Undermountain before you. You explored some of these ancient dwarven halls, and you heard these soft footfalls that led you through a very long hallway as you came into this sort of pillory chamber, and down to the south through some winding tunnels you had an encounter with a gelatinous cube, and eventually came to a small outpost hosted by goblins and bugbears. You found also the goblins seemed to be in a conflict of their own, having fought off several Grick that had killed some of them, and that had led you down to this rough-hewn tunnel. It's almost like a natural cave, and there were more Gricks here, as well as the desperate cries of a man behind a door who sort of locked himself in this ancient closet. And that's where we're gonna start off today. We ended the session with you guys, in fact, sort of waiting for him to come out of the closet. So he's finally coming out. He's expecting a big party. He slowly edges the door open, and you see a human male. He's dressed strangely. He's definitely from somewhere to the south, somewhere in the region of Am. You can tell by his clothes. He doesn't really look scuffed or in a bad shape at all. In fact, he looks quite healthy, and sort of gently edges the door open. Oh, thank you. It is safe now. I am Kilim. There are many of you.
Yeah. About being safe. Did you say you're part of the American Man of, what was it, something Dagger?
The fine fellows of Daggerford, yes.
Yeah.
What? You have news of them?
No. It's okay. Tell me, my friend, what brought you guys down here?
We are adventurers. We came from Daggerford to plunder the riches of the Undermountain, and I thought I would do a little bit of plundering my own. I went to scout off, and my companions, they have left me here. I found myself in danger, and I was unable to reach them again. The Grick surrounded me. I had no choice but to lock myself in this cupboard. I am so thankful that you came.
And about that spell book you were talking about earlier?
Oh yes, of course. It would be useless to me if I was dead. And I owe you my life, so it's only fair that you have it. It is not my spell book, though. I found it on the body of a dead adventurer in a different chamber. So, it's no use to me anyway. I could sell it, but it is a reward for you. Think of it that way. And he shows you this old, tattered spell book. It looks like a lot of the ink has smudged, but there are several spells that are still intact. And they are Blight, Burning Hands, Comprehend Languages, Dark Vision, Dispel Magic, False Life, Feign Death, Gust of Wind, Invisibility, Lightning Bolt, and Sleep.
Oh, good. Can I take this book? Because later I'm gonna copy all this.
This is good for you. I cannot.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy everything in my book.
You notice a small backpack in the corner of this little closet. He scrambles down, grabs it, and slings it over his shoulder and steps out of the closet. So, as he rubs his hands together, I am in need of a party to join. Perhaps I can join you until I find my other fine fellows.
I don't know. We got a lot of people, and we don't know you from nothing, from stink. So I don't know about that.
And plus, I don't just trust some lifetime random stranger. I think we've cleared the way pretty well. You can go back up top if you'd like.
Oh,
Oh, no. Why should we be so hasty? He could be in the, of use to us. If not, we could always use another body for fodder.
Well, yeah, all right. If he wants to walk in front, a few, 10 feet or so, that'd be all right.
Oh, sorry, I am not one to stand in the front of a fight.
That fellow that was buried underneath the rubble, his friends are here. How long ago was that? Did he tell us the names of the friends? I didn't write it down.
He hasn't.
I mean, he told us that it was the Fine Fellows of Daggerford. That's all we know.
Yeah, we know it's the group. We just don't know the names of the group members.
Do you really want to take somebody who's a revenant after? I mean, that's the question.
Well, I was going to ask Seb, how much would we know about revenants? Would we know their general pursuit until vengeance?
I made a pretty good Arcana check last time.
Yeah, you. I think you guys recalled lore about the Revenant, didn't you?
Yeah, I made an Arcana check last time, and I think I found out what the Revenants are. And
Yeah. They basically they only exist to get revenge on those who have wronged them, and then once that task is complete, they crumble away into dust, and their souls move on to the afterlife. As you guys are sort of sure.
By the way,
Sorry, getting a little bit of reverb from your mic there. Wow, and you too, Thoradin. There's I can hear the mic reverberate back into the speaker reverberate back into the mic. It's making a lot of noise.
You shouldn't hear mine. Mine's on headset.
Oh, it must be WoW's then.
Testing 1 2 3.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, bud.
What's up, bro? Did I miss magic items again?
Yeah, they're all gone. Sorry.
Damn it.
So, Kalim sort of just shrugs his shoulders. Very well then, if you do not want me with you, I'll take my leave. You've cleared the way. That is enough for me.
You promised us a spellbook.
Oh, I have handed it already. What, have you been staring into the abyss while I have been talking?
Let's just say I went to a completely... Sorry, continue.
It's almost as if you were not here.
I wasn't. I was in a completely different plane, somewhere in the astral space on a weird, oddly enough, a weird dead god.
Okay then. Okay.
Before
I
you
would like
go,
to say, what do you do? If you are an adventurer, you must have a specialty of some.
I am good with my hands.
we found you in a closet. You with your hands. What are you, a prostitute?
I am not above that.
Alcaros, what's a prostitute? The ones that give special hugs?
They give special hugs for money, Pavel.
Very special hugs.
Alright.
Do you mind if I get a water skin, please? I am very thirsty. And he pulls out a little leather water skin, and it's completely empty. My head is aching. I need some nourishment.
If we do help you, before we give you any water, will you tell us about your party and what happened to your party?
Well,
History, how you met, what happened, how you got left behind.
oh, well, we met in Daggerford. We plundered a cave nearby, and we killed the green dragon. We got rich from the treasure that we bore from the dragon's cave, and we became quite popular in that region. That is how we became known as the Fine Fellows of Daggerford. We thought it was only natural. to take the next step and become more than just the fine fellows. Become the heroes of Daggerford and the heroes of Waterdeep.
And who are your party members?
Well, there are 4 of us in total. There is, of course, me, Kaleem, also known as Kaleem the Weasel, but now don't let that name give you any sort of bad impression about me. I am called that because I am an expert thief, but think of me as a Robin Hood, but opposite. No, wait. Yes. Let's just not worry about my past so much.
Can I tell if he's lying about the number of members in his party?
Make a insight check.
Big money, no.
I say to him, while she's making the inside check, I'm like, I've heard of this famous cleric in your party, if I recall, somewhere in my travels.
Oh yes, that is Haleth. You've met him.
No, I've never personally met him.
Oh,
But I'm wondering, is he still with you guys?
well, I'm not sure. I am no longer with my party. I'm unable to tell you. I could imagine he is, though.
Now, can I also make an inside check to see who's lying?
Sure. But, I know we have a reputation, but I could not imagine it reaches this far north to Waterdeep. Do you know of us? You have heard of our reputation? You know there is a cleric in our party. And you just take him at face value, Alcaris. So Scamp, you think he's not sort of being completely truthful. Maybe he's like concealing some part of truth. As far as you can tell, seems like pretty untrustworthy. Untrustworthy sort of guy.
If you need water, I mean, it's not very far back to the lift. You could just go up, and I'm sure that they would be willing to give you water at the Yawning Portal Tavern.
I see, you will not even spare a few drops for me. I understand. You don't care about helping me any further. Quite frankly, I do not care either. I am free now. I thank you for that. You have your reward, but now I shall leave.
Yeah, I need some water.
He just snatches it from you and just guzzles as much as he can.
Yeah, I've been dehydrated before.
I'm gonna check my pockets, make sure that
He didn't go near you, Roland.
Okay.
He hands you an empty water skin though, bro.
I'm going to check my pockets, bro. Can't hear me.
I will also check my own pockets because I do not like the sight of this man.
He sort of looks at you all. I see. You do not even trust me, even a little bit. I haven't taken anything from you, but don't give me those ideas.
Well, to be honest, you weren't entirely honest with us. I'm quite good at reading people, and I don't trust people who aren't honest with me.
Well, I do not care. Good luck with everything. I hope you find what you're looking for. If you see the rest of my party, tell them I said, I've gone drinking. I don't have time for this. I have better things to do.
Is that some sort of code you tell? Gone drinking.
Yeah. And he just starts walking off, throwing his hands up.
Well, that was less than informative as I'd hoped. We only know his name and the name we already have. He was their thief, we have their cleric, so apparently there are at least 2 other members.
Well, all we know, he's gonna die next, I don't know, God knows when the Revenant catches up to him.
Well, shall we, gentlemen and ladies?
Could we take a rest before we go?
That's true.
Like a short rest or
Long will get all my spells back, but short's fine.
So you guys think it's just past midday now. So a long rest, you'll need to wait about 9 hours around about before you can start your long rest.
Okay, so you can
I
be
was gonna
short.
say, the long rest is.
You're cutting out.
I was gonna say, long rest is probably out of the question.
I mean, I'd be okay with the short rest.
There's nothing preventing you from waiting around, but of course you can imagine things are moving through this dungeon constantly.
I do see if you need to rest, I would only imagine that you are possibly not up for the task, but if we must, we must. And Nox just kind of looks around the rest.
Yeah, you little guys sure tire out pretty easy. What was that, 2 bugbears?
I mean, I just want my action search back. I mean, my more movement, burst of energy. There you go. That's better.
I don't gain anything from a short rest, but if you need to rest, we can.
Because I'll give him back Blaze on some of the spell slots back.
Well, if you guys are going to get tired out after every fight, I don't know how long this is going to last, but alright. If you go to rest, you go to rest.
I mean, I'm good, but like, it's up to everyone else.
And Roland, do you care to weigh in on this?
Honestly, I don't care either way.
I'm just saying, the fireball just took a lot out.
Well, yes, well, you didn't exactly have to do that, did you?
One should be a little more conservative with your mana.
If we're gonna take a short rest, I can make a trap for you guys. I've been practicing.
I think we are good without a short rest, at least for a little while.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I really prefer a short rest.
You guys will need to vote. It's only an hour, so
All those in favor, write yay. And the chat box, all those not in favor, write nay.
No offense, but I'm sure you guys can handle a couple more encounters.
alright, let's see.
My vote doesn't matter.
A vote for moving on. You guys continue down this rough-hewn passageway, and it starts to get very narrow, and it gradually snakes around back to the north, just revealing a 5 foot wide, 5 foot high, winding corridor. You kick through the dust and dirt, and finally, as you come around the corner, the rough-hewn cavern gives way to smooth-worked stone and a dead end. It looks like an unfinished part of this corridor.
I touch the walls immediately.
Alright, Pavel, you touch the wall, so like what do? You just poke it?
I'm moving I'm moving my hands around, trying to push on like different stone tiles and stuff, trying to see if there's a secret door around here.
So you're pushing with quite a bit of force?
Yeah.
Alright, where are you pushing?
My best guess would be the dog barking, but the one right in front of me right here.
Alright, you push as hard as you can, and it's a solid wall.
Can I try the other ones, or do I just get one chance?
Pushing doesn't require anything, you just push. You can just do it as long as you're standing. As long as you have arms, you can do it.
Get up. I'll push this one next, and then this one.
Alrighty, you push the door to the south, or the wall to the south, sorry, and it immediately kicks up some dust as it slides into the wall on stone hinges, revealing a chamber beyond.
Aha! I learned that from the Revenant.
Good job, everybody.
I learned that one from the Revenant.
In this chamber, there is a couple of features. First of all, there's a very, very large grick.
Stay still. Sorry.
Looks like it's asleep. It's coiled up in a ball, just completely inanimate. A massive circular pile. But directly above it, on the ceiling is 20 feet high, there is an upside down stone throne, and seated upon it is a mummified minotaur with gems embedded into its empty eye sockets. There is a great axe lying at the foot of the throne, and the entire thing seems to defy gravity. It's like it's floating up on the roof, upside down. There is some more debris also strewn across the ceiling, also defying gravity. And there is another sort of rough-hewn passageway off to the west.
Okay. I see a giant grick over there, guys. I say we retreat back, or I don't know, what do you guys want to do? You want to fight it?
It's sleeping, is it?
But to be fair,
Yeah.
Nope. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying, yeah, it is sleeping. That's it.
I mean, if it wakes up or it comes after us, or if it lays eggs or whatever, then it's some more of a complication.
Is it safer to
we
just
have
take
come
it
here
out?
to be. We've come here to be explorers and to take shiny things. And I tell you what, the Minotaur's eyes look very shiny to me.
So we're gonna go kill it?
It's a pretty nasty beast. I mean, it kills all sorts of other creatures. We'd kind of be helping the world out.
Yeah.
Look at us, monsters extraordinaire.
And it is asleep right now. It'd be a good opportunity.
Now, this thing is about 5 times the size of the other gricks that you've encountered. It is a large beast.
A Grick queen.
Huh. Dang. Maybe we should let the wizard rest.
I mean, yeah, fireball at this rate when sleeping, that would definitely mess it up for sure.
Well, not just in fireball, but a lot of other things.
What size is Sorry. What size is it, Seb?
You mean like mechanically?
Yeah.
It's large. If it's 4 squares, it means it's large. The actual thing itself, it's coiled up, so you can't tell exactly how long it is. But if you had to guess, you'd say maybe 20 feet long.
Can a large creature be grappled?
Yep, you can grapple a creature up to 1 size larger than yourself.
Okay, just checking. What do you guys think? Is it like a trap or something? I mean, other people maybe have come here, but I don't know. We did found that secret door.
Well,
There's
it kicked
loot
up
here?
dust. It kicked up dust, so no one has been here. Because dust meaning no one's been through here.
Well, to be fair, the door opening did not wake it up, so...
Team vote? Kill? No kill?
Kill.
Sneak up there and just try and take the eyes of the Minotaur and stuff without waking it up, maybe.
I mean, I'm not particularly sneaky, and I don't know who in here is actually.
I can be
sneaky
sneaky when I need to be.
Go ahead. I mean, if we have to fight it, we have to fight it. Might as well have a reason to saving your butt behind to getting them treasure.
But should we attack it first? Just put it out of it, get it out of our way, and
See,
then
the
we
thing is,
can.
if it's still sleeping, so if we attack it, we'll have a lot of goodies. But if we, for some reason, fail, and the creature detects it and wakes up, now we're all of a sudden at a disadvantage compared to the situation before. I'm just
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I say we kill it, honestly.
I say we just go kill it right now, guns blazing, while sleeping.
Well, do you want me to just lightning bolt it?
I'll just throw everything we have, honestly.
Could it be an illusion?
Maybe.
You can make an investigation check to try and discern if it's an illusion.
I'll assist him because I'm a wizard. So I assist him with like knowledge of magic.
The only way you could tell Alcaris is if you had detect magic or you cast identify. It doesn't sort of let you see through illusions or detect them any
we can
better.
ritual cast 10. It's ritual casting in 10 minutes, but is a creature gonna wake up in 10 minutes? Because I do have detect magic.
Possibly.
Alright, so you're not sure if it is an illusion or not, any of you. I mean, it looks exactly as a real Grick should. You notice though, Pavel, that it's moves ever so slightly, suggesting that it's not actually asleep.
Oh.
It's pretending.
Guys, it's not asleep.
It looks like
knows
it's
we're
just sort of waiting there, as Gricks do. They sort of let the prey come to them.
Alright, let's long range attack this thing.
Where's that lightning bolt then?
I could cast a moonbeam on it.
You guys want to roll initiative?
I'm game.
Alright, let's do it.
It's first.
But it doesn't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah, it just remains coiled up. Alcaris.
Well, I think he said BRB.
He did say BRB. He'll be back in a bit.
Alright, I'll just have him dodge. Rolling.
Basically let the person that doesn't do a whole lot of actual combat stuff. Okay, oh, you're just gonna sit there like a bump on a log? Just mockery.
It immediately just whips its head up and unfurrows itself, revealing this vicious snapping beak, and its tentacles sort of they spread out, and the entire creature rises up to a height of about 13 or 14 feet. Its body is as wide as a tree trunk.
Ah. Dang. That's all I'm gonna do.
Havel.
Come on. I'm gonna take out I have my longbow out, and I'm just gonna shoot it.
That hits. The arrow sinks into it. Doesn't seem to affect it as much as what you'd expect. It's resistant. Hit it for 5 points.
Shoot it again.
That's another hit. Find a gap in between the sort of the rings, these hard, still-like rings that constitute its body, for another 2 piercing damage. Welcome back.
I'm back. Who's over here fighting?
Everyone's shooting it. I just had you dodge for your turn, Alcaris. Brew.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and activate Rage and run up, and I think I'm going to try to grapple it and just keep it where it is. You know, I'll say something like, "You're a big one, aren't you?"
Alright, give me an athletics check.
You know, when you're grappling animals, you need to speak with the Australian accent.
You go up, Brew, and one of these like suckered tentacles. Well, there's no actual crit on ability checks, but 29, it's not going to be able to resist that. you just grab onto one of its suckered tentacles, and it's just like lashing its tail around wildly as you grapple it.
Nice.
Beauty. And now I'll smash it in the face with my shield, and I'm all, divine fury of Tempest in your face, and that.
That hits.
Yeah, you do.
Your shield glows with radiant energy, and you hit it for 10 points of... Oh no, wait, Rage is in there as well. That'll be 9 points of damage. It's pretty resistant to the mundane shield, but the radiant damage, it really sears through its flesh. And it's hard to sort of hurt it as well. Its flesh is just so tough.
Cool. I still have, I think, 15 movement left. I'm just going to try to drag it just a little bit away from where it is in case it sets some sort of traps or something there.
Alright, you'll be able to move 5 feet while you're grappling it. Alright, you drag it away from the corner there and just see like a dusty imprint of where it was coiled up. Nox. You've still got Bardic Inspiration as well, Nox.
I do indeed. Fuck it. I'm going to take a couple steps forward and angle lightning bolt so that I don't hit Brew.
Alrighty, you send a lightning bolt screeching straight through it. A line of lightning arcs across the floor, and it hits the Grick Alpha, creating a small streak of fire to sort of lurch up. The Grick very quickly snaps away, and a couple of arcs still jump onto it for 15 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Yeah, we'll call it end of turn there.
Yeah.
I am going to call down a moonbeam on it, so it's like the 5-point radius is literally centered.
Alright, you throw down a moonbeam, and just a column of radiant energy that goes from floor to ceiling, and a 5-foot radius just completely engulfs it, and it'll...
It's a Constitution saving throw on its turn.
Yeah, it'll make
Nice,
that.
damn.
And anyone who moves into it, just be aware that you'll also get hurt by it. Okay, that's your moonbeam. And the Grick makes a con save at the start of its turn. You see its flesh being burned away. It resists as best it can. It's burned for 9 points of damage as it just writhes as it's getting melted by the radiant fire. It hisses, and as it's whipping its tail around, Brew, it tries to lash you with it. It misses, and then meanwhile, as you're sort of facing the front of the creature, these barbed tentacles try to stab into you, and they hit for 10 slashing damage. When these hooks stab into your flesh, it sort of draws you closer to its beak, and a massive vicious beak tries to chomp you as well. The third attack, and it hits for 7 piercing damage.
Bring it.
And then it ends its turn there. Alcris.
Okay. You still grapple, right?
Yeah.
Let's move here. I'll green flame blade. That's a melee attack.
It's a crit.
Nice.
And then I'll do the green flame blade right now. Should I do the flame blade twice, or do you want to take the...
It is doubled, so it should be 2d8.
16.
An extra d8.
Right, so just roll d8.
Yep. So the blade itself, it sort of, you have a really hard time stabbing the blade into the grick, but the fire then leaps out and burns it for another 12 fire damage. The grick is looking very badly injured.
Nice.
That's the end of my turn.
It is just flicking around inside this moonbeam. Its body is being melted away. And when your turn is done, hit the end of turn button. Roland.
All right. Everything that we see that looks important is on the ceiling, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's end this fight, shall we? And I'm gonna cast Shatter, 2nd level. Center it right there, so it'll hit the grick, but not my friends.
Alrighty.
Ah, what a roll.
There's an explosion behind the grick that creates quite a loud noise and breaks the tiled floor, and a few bricks also go flying out. The grick itself, it is hit for 11 points of damage, and it's still barely alive.
Then I'll call over to Pavel. You can do it. Just shoot it in the beak. Bardic Inspiration. Get that headshot.
I have something planned.
Might need to do that.
Powerful.
Seb, is the axe, like, would you say it's directly above the grick right now?
It's another 10 feet above the grick. It's on the ceiling at the base of the throne. The throne's upside down.
Yeah, but like, would you say it's on top, or is it like 10 feet away? Like,
It'd be like in this square.
So it still hit it, right?
The axe.
Oh, okay.
The axe on the roof.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's defying gravity. It's stuck to the roof.
So let's just say if I shot it, like, what would happen?
I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you. That would be metagaming.
Okay. Well, sorry. I have 2 shots, so I'll take 1 shot with the longbow to the axe, if you don't mind.
You can do whatever you want to do.
So what would I need to just longbow shot or anything special, or?
If you're shooting the axe, it's just attacking an object. You just make an attack roll as per usual.
Okay. Okay, I'm taking the axe.
All right, you hit it, and you can roll damage. All right, you sort of hit it on the handle, and the handle cracks a little bit, and the axe itself is still stuck to the roof.
Damn it. All right, I'm yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, whatever. I'm shooting it for last time. Sorry.
The arrow bounces straight off of its flesh. It's a miss.
Damn it. Sorry. Wait, what about the Bardic Inspiration +4?
You could use it, but I did already say it misses, so.
Oh. Okay, then. I'll just AOT.
Brew.
The moonbeam is still happening, right?
Oh yes. Right there.
Okay. This is my new favorite thing now, combined with grapple. Brew's actually going to spend the entire round laughing and just making sure that the creature is really just right nicely held within the line of the moonbeam.
Nice.
Alright, you're holding it in the moonbeam, and it's just being like melted away, basically. Nox.
Seeing the party there do all sorts of fun things, I'm going to decide that it's only worth a firebolt.
That hits. And the Grick just feels limp in your hands now, Brew, as it falls to the ground dead.
I laugh at it.
And then the entire body is just melted away by the radiant energy.
I do not walk into the moonbeam.
I'll stop concentrating on it and dismiss it.
Because Brew might by accident.
Scamp, I got an idea. All right, put me on your shoulders, and I'll go and try and get the axe and all the other stuff up there.
Okay.
All right, wait. How tall is it? Seb?
The roof is 20 feet high. So
And Scamp, you're like 7 feet tall, or was it 8? I forgot.
I am 7'4", 7'5".
you wouldn't be able to reach it, Pavel.
Damn it, we still need 6 more feet.
You might be able to just reach up and grab like the backrest of the throne, and then try and like with quite a lot of strength, like grab onto it and actually like climb up and try and grab it.
I'm willing to try. Let's do this, Scamp.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty, so it's a high back stoned throne, and you jump up on Scamp's shoulders, and then Scamp sort of stands up on her tippy toes while you grab onto the backrest, Pavel, and now you need to like hoist yourself up. It's not too easy as well. There's not a whole lot to sort of grab onto in the way of handholds. So give me an athletics check.
Like straight. Athletics. Sorry about that. I thought you meant straight strength. All right. Wish me luck. Wait, can I use? I can't use this. I need guidance. Never mind.
You hoist yourself up, and you sort of interpose your legs and arms on the backrest and armrest. And there's also the Minotaur, which you could grab onto if you want. It's completely mummified, but you are face to face with the 2 gemstones embedded into its hollow sockets, and then you can sort of maneuver around to grab this axe at the base of the throne.
I'd rather.
Before you touch
Yeah, you do that. Just get ready to sling spells up here, guys. But I'm gonna first go the axe, because in case he comes back alive, I'd rather not have it a weapon. So I want to grab the axe first.
All right, you reach down and you grab the axe. Make a athletics check. It is sort of stuck, Howell, as if it's like there's like gravity's working in reverse.
Oh God! Save me if the thing falls on me and dies. Like
Keep in mind, you're doing this with just using your legs and one arm to keep yourself sort of attached to the ceiling. You grab it and you pull it away, and you've got it. It's apart from the fact that it's a little bit broken now from shooting it, it looks like a fine great axe.
All right, I throw the great axe like over here.
Brace the rest of the way.
All right, you throw it and it just sticks back to the roof.
What?
It almost hits you as well.
Okay, time to check magic.
It just stuck back to the roof?
Yes, as soon as you let go of it, you're already feeling quite a pull on it, and then you throw it, and instead of it falling down to the ground, it falls up to the roof. Sort of sticks back to near where it was.
Then I'll just take the 2 gemstones.
Alright, you grab the gemstones, just sort of grab a small dagger or a blade, and you pry them out. And they look pretty nice. They are actually both different.
Okay.
And you can you feel a little bit of a pull on them, but they're much smaller, so you can just very easily like put them in your pocket or something as you're holding on.
Cool. I guess if I have them now, I'll just go for a great axe again. This time, not, let go and throw it around.
All right, you can grab the axe again. And just hold on to it.
All right, cool. Thank you. Now, gracefully, I jump down.
you're jumping. It's like a 15-foot drop.
Acrobatics check to not break my legs.
It's acrobatics. Is not really going to help you, Pavel. It's a drop. You could maybe
I
fall.
look at Brew.
Can I try to catch him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Brew, catch me.
You can just sort of lower yourself down, and Brew can catch him without it being like detrimental at all.
Cool.
I wrap my left arm around Brew's neck and just like carry me.
Yeah. Remember, I still haven't bathed, so you know you're.
I'm used to farm animals. Don't worry.
I'm gonna closets over that way.
Oh, sick burn.
My closet's over that way, guys. If you want to use.
Yeah, I get off him after, and now I have a great axe and 2 jewels.
This kind of does look like a good spot to rest. What do you guys think?
Well, we gotta see what else is around here first. Like, for example, this hole over here.
There's another narrow passage, 5 feet high and 5 feet wide, that continues on to the west.
Where you can rest here, I can just make 2 traps, and then hopefully nothing comes and messes us up.
I'm game.
I mean, again, I don't think we need a rest yet. It's only been, what, maybe an hour total?
I mean, I'm down for rest again.
Well, the thing is, you know, running into big stuff like that does make me appreciate the power of the spellcasters being all charged up. Like, you know, we burned a couple more spells there. I'm just thinking at some point we got to rest, so we got to do sort of pick places. And this one kind of seems secure, but I'm game to keep going too. Either way.
To clarify, I don't get charged up unless we long rest for the night. I am not going to gain anything from a short rest.
I gain spell slots back from short rest because of arcane recovery.
Yeah, Alcaraz, because he's a wizard, gets the arcane recovery.
Yeah.
Right. Well, then that's probably worth it now that because if we burned a few of your resources, Scamp,
Okay.
to sort of keep
Then
the
I
balance
would,
going.
I would say we'll do a short rest. He can use arcane recovery, get at least 1 spell slot back.
I mean, I get like 3 up to 3 if I do all first level, or is it like 2? I get basically.
Yeah, 3 levels worth. Yeah.
And your blade song is epic
2 and a
too,
1,
so,
3
yeah.
1s, or 1 3.
Yeah.
I think it's just sort of a matter, finding the balance, right? Because, some resources recharge on long, some on short. So it's a matter of like trying to use them up, use the short runs, recharge the shorts, use the longs when the shorts aren't available, that kind of thing. But I'm totally meta here, so never mind.
Because Blaze Song, having the Blaze Song will just make me a better tank. It's just at least in the early levels.
Yeah, get up there. Because I get hit all the time. I just survive by taking hit.
As you guys stand around and talk about whether you should take a short rest or not, an hour passes and you take a short rest.
Yay.
Thanks,
Well,
Seb.
sorry, Seb.
During that time, Alcaraz and Nox are just arguing incessantly about why they need to rest, like back and forth.
Which they actually find very restful.
Alright, you guys
Roland
can...
just plays on guitar the whole time. Song of Rest. Y'all can also roll a D8 if you use hit dice. Not a D8. I think it's only a D6. It's only a D6 right now.
Well,
it's
they're
not a
long.
D8, so it's fine.
While they're short resting, could I go inspect the Grick and see if it's got any parts that might be salvageable to sell in town to alchemists or anything like that?
Alrighty, you go and inspect what's left of the body, Scamp, and you think the beak might be valuable. So it's about the only thing left intact as well. It didn't really burn like the rest of the body. You get a Grick Alpha beak. And add that to your inventory. Might be able to use it for crafting or something. Alright, the hour goes by quite quickly, and before you know it, you've tended to any small injuries and you've had a rest, sharpen your weapons, and you're ready to continue on. You feel it's mid-afternoon. You've been down here for a few hours.
Did I ever figure out what those jewels were?
Yes. I'll give them to you. For some reason, like, I'm not able to, like, open this thing. I'll give it to you soon, though, Pavel, don't worry. The handout's not opening for some reason. I've got no idea what's going on.
Sorry, I missed something. Was Nox, were you saying something about an extra bonus during our short rest?
That was wrong.
Yeah.
You get a D6 from Song of Rest. Yeah.
A D6 of hit points?
Yep, if you use hit dice, you can take another extra D6.
Right, thanks.
Gems.
Well,
That was 1d6.
Yeah, I used 2. I was just trying to see whether if it would increase my 2. I used my hit die twice, and it was probably enough to heal me. Like the last one only healed me like 4. So anyway, I'm just gonna give myself another hit die because I don't think I needed to use that one in later.
When you use hit die, click the actual Oh, you already rolled it? Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you click the hit die button, it fills you up automatically.
Yeah,
I see you did
yeah,
it.
I totally did that, but it didn't bring in the bonus from the bard.
Oh yes, you have to roll that manually, 1d6.
Yeah, so with that added in, I'm still 1 hit die higher than I would have been.
Nox is going to look at the rest of the party. Well, this is an hour that I will not get back in my life. Let us continue.
I was looking at my gems. I don't know about you guys.
That's awesome.
Well, sometimes I don't know if you're a genius or not. Really.
I don't know what you mean, Roman, but I appreciate the compliment.
Hey Seb, I'm going to try and sneak around the corner, or never mind.
Alrighty, you move around and quite quickly realize you're sort of back at the intersection that sort of took you here, near where the goblins had sort of stationed up with the stone table and where the dead Grick and the goblins were. The way to the east just leads back to where Kalim was.
Alright, then we'll go this way. Wait, Nox, wait, hold up. Everyone's going this way. Wait, we're going this way? Okay, let's go this way.
Yeah, because east we've been there, sort of.
Yeah.
Just
That was west. What the heck is this? Whoa, hold up.
This is where the you have to remember, the first map was not nearly as, our eyes were salty, so it just, it didn't register the same way.
That's true. Should we go back then? Or was that the other way we just went? I'm confused.
Well, this is
Did we get what we came here to get? Yes, it is.
This is where we killed Tony.
That's where Tony was.
Wait, Nox, don't go too far ahead. Everyone, stay together.
I think we've been that way before too. I think that loops around back to where.
Yeah, it does. It does. I remember. So should we go back? I mean, what else is there here? I'm interested. What's this?
I'm trying to keep a mental.
It's just
map
an
of
alcove.
where
So this is the room where you guys fought the goblins, and this is where the obelisk was. The cots strewn across the floor. The sort of semicircular shaped hallway, and you guys traveled through the room to the east here beyond where the goblins had stationed up with the table.
And what was west? Did we go west before when we went in there, or was no?
That's the way you came from.
Oh yeah, it is.
That way, so this direction over here is where we came from originally?
No. I thought we came from down here.
Well, you came from down that way, but it leads back around to the same place where you came from.
Damn, this place is confusing. We should. I wish we did. Oh, fuck. Do I have a chalk? Because if I had a chalk, We should draw here. We should draw on the wall.